that we'll have a similarly close and dramatic encounter here as we go for home places, home advantage in the knockout stages, both sides through, and we're up and running at the Damhill Stadium in Itoji. Sets it back and Richie is there, hungry for that ball. Gets it back on the white shirts of Saracens, forming a solid wall of defence. Schumann with a drive, the loose head making ground. Gilchrist ready to go himself, but shovels it on to Sam Skinner. So close to that line, the try is there. Dave Cherry gets it down. What a start for Edinburgh. That was clinical, it was composed, and the home side off to a cracking start.
Yeah, it's just the patience and the accuracy in here. Sam Skinner again involved. We won the line out.
Confident at the first two line-outs. Schumann does Schumann things and batters his way into Jamie George. And Edinburgh again the ball, and then the spill from Bennett. But there was another penalty advantage, and the man penalised on this occasion is Ben Earl. Curling and sailing high into that dark sky towards Murrayfield itself, and the start gets better and better for Edinburgh. Was it there, and after they were told you, well, there is the penalty, another penalty chalked up for Saracens, but a chance to create something good, flings it out wide, and Max Malins skipping right and left and deep into the 22, still with that advantage. Another advantage, I think. And in goes Van Sale to move it. And they'll come back for the penalty now for Saracens. No, it was back for the old advantage, the first penalty. Oh, he was leaning and the crowd were oohing and eyeing, but it did sneak in. So Saracens with 3 on the board. A few on the Saracens side felt that pop pass was forward, but my goodness, that's a heavy thump as Crosby moves on. Another man in great form. And Saracens player down as Jamie George doesn't look good at all.
It all comes off Luke Crosby's carry here, really powerful. You just see that forearm close to chest. It's, you know, we're going to probably talk about it now. They're going to look at it, but Jamie George, it's actually head on head with Jamie George. He's high in the tackle.
We have degree of danger, but we never have a lead by the head. So we have a medium degree of danger, so we can move to a red to a yellow card. Agree with that?
So there we are. It was very nearly a red card, but it's going to be a yellow for Jamie George.
So number two.
So Jamie George is waving a yellow card in the direction of the touchline where Jamie George is. I mean, Jamie George would not have been coming back on anyway. And again, Gregor Townsend was stressing just what form he's in at the moment. We've seen that already from Crosby, his charge forward on George, and Gilchrist doing his bit. And that's almost a carbon copy. Gilchrist going in, and Saracens, well, they're stopping this one immediately.
Never leads the head. He never leads the head. He absorbs the ball player. So, are you agree with the yellow card for this player?
I agree on yellow card.
It's the same thing again. He was never low. He never dropped his height, and there was not the force that they're looking at. So it's a yellow card. I personally think they've got both those right, but it's so subjective.
You see Edinburgh's thinking, you see Bully Vanapola on the flank here, so Saracens packing down with no 8.
So Edinburgh need it now, and look at Van Zyl just pushing Velikat around, and the scrum half is, well, another advantage to Edinburgh, and Bill Mata goes himself, and Mata's so nearly there, he was carrying Ben Earl with him. Velikat switches it to Richie, and Richie is over for the try. Really had to come there. The referee's already made his decision. There we are, lost, and actually from that angle, very easy to see.
I think it was the hand of Alex Gu comes in.
So, Ludo, you have
that's great work in defence.
We have your number 14. So it's a clean con, penalty kick here.
But they were playing penalty advantage for Edinburgh, so they'll come back. So back for that penalty. So Edinburgh just have to regroup and try and do it again.
And hurry up as well.
It was bouncing around for a moment, but still, Edinburgh's chance. They have to take this chance to stretch that lead when it's 15 on 13. Penalty this time to Saracens. Oh, what a defence that is from Saracens. A broad smile from Vunipola.
Number 7 of feet.
As Immelman clambers up into the sky to try and take it, but I thought he'd lost it forward. But it's coming back for Edinburgh, and Velikat again. Scrum to Saracens. They're creeping up by penalty and by by knock-on. They're creeping up the field. This is good work by the visitors. Got a strike on that from Alex Good. That's a beauty. And Saracens, this has been admirable from the visitors. And again, that they're playing on experience. Bill Mata ready, hungry to charge. Mata, one man into three Saracens defenders. 2 minutes of red time gone. Scumming now, driving forward. Edinburgh, the try line, calling for them. Saracens get hands on it. And they might have turned it. No hands, says the referee. Never released, says Dave Cherry. Out it goes. First half over. Great defensive work again by Saracens.
Unbelievable defence by Saracens, but yet another missed opportunity for Edinburgh.
He's on fire, the open side flanker at the moment, under the watchful eye of Gregor Townsend. Penalty advantage to Edinburgh. They have a kick right in front of the post if they want it, but they want more. Cherry gives it, and wide it goes through. Savala out to Bennett. And still with that advantage for Edinburgh as Malins tries to strip that ball. Vunipola is carrying Bennett backwards, so they'll come back for that penalty.
Luke Crosby.
Kinghorn. No, he does pound those kicks. That one's...
What a take.
Did he take it at the second attempt? He did. That's great work, but then the ball, has it gone forward? There for someone to claim. Saracens have it. And the penalty again goes to Saracens.
In a decent place, I think, at half-time, and the battle continues, doesn't it?
I feel I should ask you about that technique as it sails through the post, but this is exactly what Saracens need, though. Just a foothold here to get back into this game. Again, look at the score, just 4 points in it. And Edinburgh don't want to be cursed as they were in the first half by not finishing off what they create. Mata again. Oh, and Bill Mata, Bernal eventually gets him down, and Itoje comes in. Penalty now. Itoje could be in trouble here.
Do that, but he's offside, and that's what the penalty's been given for.
He's got it. The yellow's happened.
Well, he went for the...
I don't believe it.
Well, I mean, he went for the arm of Purgos. The instruction, I think, has come in from the TMO. It's a yellow card from Manu Itoje. Schumann has it at the back now. Schumann steering this ship, steering it forward, still going towards that line. Try! Saracens complain. I'm sure they'll look at this. But for now, Schumann has the try for Edinburgh.
I thought when he lost contact with his own players, I wondered if it would be done for obstruction, but there was separation, but I don't think it stopped anyone else, and he was able to go through himself. So
still advantage to Saracens. And Lazowski moves it out, and it's Ronnie Maui gets out to Bernal, and Bernal is in for the try. Try to Saracens, right back into it, conversion to come, and that's a big conversion as well in terms of points. But what a try for Saracens.
Henry Purgos will be really disappointed because he did not need to come in there.
It's good work by Ronnie Maui though, and Bernal on hand. What a try scorer he is, Bernal. Also, somebody has to get a message on to the Edinburgh players, because they think they're heading for victory in this game, which they certainly look to be, but they need more points to guarantee a home match in the last 16. They need another penalty, they need a drop goal, they move it up the touchline. I wonder if they're going to kick it out thinking they've won the game.
Henry Purgos has just got information coming on from the touchline. I think they now know they need points.
Yeah, and who said Champions Cup isn't exciting, eh?
So the clock is red. Edinburgh have the line out just inside the Saracens half. The crowd expect them to secure this victory, but do they know? I think the Edinburgh side do now. Oh, well, what a take that is. Crosby was there, and Edinburgh try and move deeper into the Saracens half. They need another penalty. They're into the wind here. A penalty from this distance wouldn't be kickable. Schumann, what a bounce that is from Pifoletti. Oh, and Purgos kicks it off. He's kicked it out. They didn't know. They didn't know. Edinburgh have a victory, but it's not enough to give them a home match in the last 16. And spectators all around us are celebrating, but they don't know that this victory is not going to give them a home match. And they should have played on. I think Mike Blair did know. And, well, what drama here. at the end. A victory that is hard earned, and they deserve some celebrations, but it doesn't bring them what they wanted.
No, it doesn't, Andrew. But it's a well-deserved win. Edinburgh were the better side throughout and should have won this game by a distance.